Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Nura Kusna. I'm from History A, and in this video, I'm going to review the book called is Deep Word by Carl Neighbor. Okay, first is introduction. In introduction, deep word is the ability to focus without distraction on a cognitively demanding task. Deep work will help you do more in less time and help you master hard skill fast. It leads to word of lasting value and it's hard to replicate. It is akin to a superpower in today's demanding competitive economy. Leading scientific and artistic minds have consistently used deep work to produce output, speed, and quality. In contrast, today's knowledge workers, their attention fragmented with easy access to network tools, Jump call report uses to revert to social media and communication tools such as email, IM, and etc. are unable to deep work. They in up doing shallow work, non-cognitively demanding tasks, usually of logistical nature, often performed while distracted. Such work does not create any new value and is easy to replicate. And then next is body. In body has two part. In part one is the idea and the part two is the role. In part one there are three chapters. Chapter one is deep word is valuable. The word of intelligent machine is in front of us, and as a gap between human abilities and machine abilities narrow, we will increasingly find ourselves at risk become irrelevant. Three groups of people are ready to succeed in this new world. First, those who are good at working with intelligent methods, and then a successful player in any field, and the last owner of capital or those who have access to it. To become a member of one of the first two groups, you need to core ability. Ability to master difficult things quickly, and then the last, ability to produce at the elite level, both in terms of quality and speed. And then the two core abilities above depend on your ability to do the work. And in Capture 2 is deep work is rare. Capture 2 argues that deep work is increasingly rare. Using story from Facebook, Twitter, and IDM, he lists the blame at the feet of several corporates, including open office, instant messaging, email, and social media. Even though the advanced of deep work is valuable, modern business leaders have report riches in it relative to competing cloud. One problem is that it's difficult to measure the cost of serendipitous collaboration, rapid communication, and an active presence of social media with accurate metrics to tell us which direction, more serendipity or solo deep work, will yield the best result. And in chapter 3 is deep work is meaningful. Newport put a ton of research into chapter 3, which covered the ways in which deep work is meaningful using evidence from neuroscience, psychology, and philosophy. Anyone who's finished a day having made significant progress on a described project knows it feels more meaningful than a day spent just switching to make incremental progress towards project. And then in part two is the rule. In part two, there are four rules. In rule one is work deeply. Newport says we spend most of our time fighting desire to do anything other than deep work. So the key to getting deep work done is creating routines, habits, and environments that make it easier. We then advise readers to make a decision about deep work ahead of time. This includes deciding when you're going to get into deep work mode, what you're going to do while there and how long you'll stay there. Deep work rituals reduce friction. They also help you develop habits that improve your skill when it comes to focus. And then in rule two is embrace boredom. New part advise readers that boredom is a craving for distraction. The key is to win your mind from distraction. New part once the digital detox can cure a distracted brain anymore, then eating healthy one day every week can make up for 6 days of eating unhealthy. You still crave distraction or junk. Instead, devote most of your working time to focus, but build in breaks for distraction. What Newport prescribed is basically to Pomodoro technique. And then rule three, to social media. Your is limited, and therefore, the more editing tools you have fully at your attention, the harder it will be to maintain focus on something important. To master the art of deep work, therefore, you must take back control of your time and attention from the many diversions that attempt to steal them. The other gave an idea to ban ourselves from using social media for 30 days. I'm not sure about this. After 30 days of this self-imposed network isolation, ask yourself the following two questions about the service you temporarily quiet. And then the rule four, drain the shallows. If your schedule is disrupted, you should, at the next available moment, take a few minutes to create a reset schedule for the time that remains in the day. You can turn to a new page, you can erase and redraw blocks. Without structure, it's easy to allow you time to develop into the shallow. Email, social media, web surfing. This type of shallow behavior is so satisfying in the moment is not conducive to creativity. With structure, on the other hand, you can ensure that you regularly schedule works to grapple with a new idea or work deeply on something challenging or brainstorm for a fixed period. The type of commitment more likely to instigate innovation. And then the last is conclusion. A commitment to deep work is a pragmatic recognition that the ability to concentrate is a skill that gets valuable things done. The deep life, the deep life is not for everybody. It requires hard work and drastic changes to our habits. For many, there is artificial comfort in the business of rapid email messaging and social media posturing. While the deep life demands that you leave many of the stuff behind, there is also an uneasiness that surrounds any effort to produce the best thing you are capable of producing. As this process, you too confront the possibility that your best is not that good. But if you are willing to sidestep discomfort and the fears and strive to develop your mind to its full capacity to create things that matter, then you will discover, as others have before you, that depth generates a life rich with productivity and meaning. Okay, that's all. Thank you for attention. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.